All right, go ahead.
Okay. Okay. The meeting of South San Francisco Parking Place Commission for Tuesday, August 10 at 5:11 p.m. will please come to order. May I have a roll call? Roll call.
Sure thing. Chairperson Abarca,
Here.
Vice Chair Monzon,
Here.
and Commissioner Malfatti is absent for now. All right.
Okay. Are there any changes to the order of the agenda?
Any changes, Hermes, Dana? No? Okay.
No, no.
Okay. Are there any public comment?
Liza, are you here for a public comment? Wanted to acknowledge you there.
No, but thank you.
Okay, all right. Otherwise, we have not received any emails nor any voicemails for anything on the agenda for tonight's Parking Place Commission.
Okay. Approval of the meeting minutes of the regular meeting for July 13, 2021. May I have a motion to approve?
I make a motion to approve the minutes.
Okay. I will second.
We'll go through a roll call. That's our procedure. So Chair Abarca,
Yes.
Vice Chair Monzon,
Yes.
and Commissioner Malfatti, absent.
Okay.
All right.
Item from the staff, monthly parking revenue report.
This one's fairly simple. Can everybody see that, the spreadsheet? We ran a report on the parking meter revenue. This is more specific to just a parking meter everywhere in the city and the parking lots, not necessarily the garage. I believe that's being that's a different reporting mechanism that we're trying to still get access to. But as I kind of highlighted on the side there, total number of transactions in July is total is 75,529 usage of transactions per for all the meters combined for coin, for cash and credit transactions. It's a slight increase from June. It's not that drastic that we saw between May and June when school was out and there was more people out and about. So for July, it's just a very small, about I think maybe 1,800 more transactions. Total revenue also just up slightly from 57,000 to about 59,000. So again, another 2,000 or 1,800 or so in terms of actual revenue. No change virtually on the number of cash versus credit card usage. So, that's been consistent as well, that about half and half or so use credit cards and half use cash. I think we mentioned last time that, we wanted to see how the full summer was going to be for our parking, our average transaction per pole. So, but the way I actually saw for between June and July, or at least for the month of July, there is no sharp increase in the average revenue per parking meter. So it's a bit steady right there at about $99 per pole. So we don't know, school's starting for a lot of folks, so maybe we'll see a different information for August, but we'll take a look at that at our next meeting. Take any questions or comments on this?
No, not
Thank you for highlighting it and for making that big red note there. That really helps to understand. And you said that this report doesn't include the meter garage.
Right. Yeah. The finance department has a different mechanism. This is tied this reporting system is tied directly to the meters. We have and this is the platform we're taking these numbers from. There is some other data directly feeding, directly collected by our finance group. So, that's something that we're not clearly, we don't have access to at this point. But for example, like finance collects data on the number of like transactions or kind of collections for the parking meters in the garage, as well as like cash payments on or cash card transactions that they get for like permits that they issue. So there's a mix of things that finance department is responsible for. So we've reached out to them to kind of get a better sense of like those types of numbers, so we can bundle that into this report. But it's taken a while, so please bear with us.
Thank you, Chris. Nice.
Thank you. Okay. And I think.
And actually, I didn't leave any other items for staff, but I wanted to just touch on briefly on. I knew we were looking into this state of like parking meter revenue or the parking district funds from last time, and I wanted to update because there were, like myself, Jen, and Adina, like we're not in the finance department, so we have no idea like how these mechanisms work. But we did try get some clarification because it resulted in some confusion, that thinking that the parking fund was being siphoned away into like the general fund, and finance department assured me that no, like there's a specific pot of parking district funds and it stays there. Like it's not being shifted around or paying for anything else that the general fund is obligated to pay. It stays in there. There are a couple of projects that are being paid out of that parking district fund. Namely, is the studies that are going on for the second parking garage, and then I believe the other one was I think electric vehicle charging. It's like two projects being run out of the parking fund. And I think at the time that we asked, which was a little bit earlier in the month, actually, well, no, it was like last week, the parking district fund is about 2.4 million as of that collection. And it changes, finance told us like it changes between like the week, because there's like money that we collect and then money that sometimes we give back. Like, let's say if there's a double charge on a parking meter on a credit card, like then we have to give that back. So but generally, like at the snapshot of like last week, the parking district fund is about 2.4 million, and it doesn't go anywhere. So that wanted to clarify that for the commission.
Thank you, Chris. Would it be possible that could be put on this report that you give it to us somewhere, so at least we have a number, there's just a record?
Sure. Let me follow up, because I'm not sure on the mechanics of like having to get finance to produce a report. That the ones that we're presenting to you is like because I have access to it. So we'll see what we can do.
Okay.
Thank you.
Sorry. I have question. It's mean that we are thinking that on the parking places will be even charging stations? Like you said that this fund is going to the charging stations?
Yeah, electric vehicle.
Yeah, yeah.
Mhm.
It will be like in the place of the parking, yeah, that like this is the same place, or like it will be the station will be somewhere else?
No, I think it depends on where it is. Like, we haven't, it's not something that's a requirement for the city to install in, like, let's say Grand Avenue, but like in new developments, that's something that is being like required, like as part of their green building code in TDM. So like there's some kind of like it's in those locations that I think we have those electric vehicle charging spaces. But
yeah, but in the building, the developer is paying for it, no? Not the city, or the city is paying for the charging station in the building which the developer putting now in the city?
No, I believe it's the developer who pays to
The
install. them.
developer pays for that. Yeah,
Mhm.
we just have, we have a few charging stations in the Miller garage that
Yeah.
the city installed. So I'm guessing that's what
I think that's what it is,
the
because it's a
money
very
is
small
for. Yeah. for
charge
the-
for.
I think there's like, what are there, maybe five or so? Yeah, I think that's what it is.
Mhm.
Oh, okay, thank you.
Any other items? No, actually, that was all the items from staff.
Okay, can we move to the items from the commission? MS?
I made my question while we were on
Okay.
item 1 about the revenue. So that
Okay,
was my comment. Thank you.
okay, are we adjourning the meeting? Okay, like the meeting is now adjourned at 5:22 PM.
Thank you
Thank
both.
you, everybody.
Hermes,
Okay.
let's see if this if your audio works on the next Zoom. If it doesn't, let's do the same thing. I'll log on and
Do you
then
have any suggestions? Should I there is a way to test the microphone and the audio, right? When I open my Zoom, maybe play with that, make sure that I can hear and
yeah,
Right.
do that.
The
And then if it doesn't work, we'll do the same thing where you'll dial in on the phone. I'll get you the number.
all right, thank you. All right.
Okay.
All right.